Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. How are we all doing, everyone? Little cheeky afternoon stream from me today, I know. Going forward, I'm going to try and do more of these types of streams during the day. Because, quite frankly, I've been enjoying Nightingale so much. I've been staying up way too late, like stupidly late, streaming it and doing 5 hours, 6 hour streams. But if I stream during the day, I don't do that as much. So that's my plan. That's my plan. We had the update yesterday, changed a few things as well. We got most of our armor crafted yesterday, which was good. So we've just got to get hats today, and then we can test out and just take a look at all the different gear sets. And then I'm going to make my ultimate set basically out of the gear that I've got. I've been testing it on like lower level stuff, and the plan is once we've done this, we're gonna have the ability to craft the best gear in the game. That's the plan anyway. We'll see how that transfers. Bum, bum. Bum, bum. Bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum. Bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. And then I'm just going to do an afternoon shout out. If you do want to see my schedule, come and join my Discord. Keep up to date. I've got a channel there. I will start posting a bit more regularly on the Twitch thing as well. Exactly when I'm spending time doing stuff. And then tomorrow night, I think, or tomorrow, we're going to be doing vault runs. Now, actually, I might put that through to Saturday. I think I'll swap things around, so I might be a grounded stream tomorrow. We'll have to wait and see. Bum, bum, bum. Best gear. There we go. I've done all the promo. Let's make sure everything got set up. Kofi, Frostax, good morning. Okay, we're in. Stream channel. Ponder, hello mate. I know. No, well, I did swap thing round. I was meant to do grounded yesterday, but the Nightingale update happened. And it's a good thing I did do that, because actually it worked out better, because we got grounded news last night, which was obviously great. So it meant I could do a video on that. So I'm not overloading one channel doing too much sometimes. Like, you know, if I'm not covering grounded all the time, I don't want to be doing a stream and a video on the same day. Nightingale, it's a bit different. You can do that. But yeah, I'm definitely going to, I'm just enjoying it, man. I just, yeah, it is really enjoying it. I had a really shitty, crappy comment from someone that likes my other content. Be like, because I said in my grounded video yesterday that I finished my stream early, which I did, a little bit earlier anyway, to go and make the grounded news video, because grounded had big news. And he's like, oh, it's because it's a rubbish game. I'm like, and you know what? Even if you support me, if you're going to be a jackass, I'm not gonna be that friendly and stuff to people. Maybe he meant it as a joke, but yeah, it's a couple of digs like that. Just ain't got time for people like that. But as we all know, Punda, Nightingale's like crack. Should be Nightingcrack. Nightingcrack? Crackingale? No, let's not have the drug references, since every one of my streams does get demonetized by YouTube, and I have to appeal it. Literally every single one of these Nightingale streams. I don't know why, but it just does. So there we go. Look at that beautiful list of top end gear, all the different set. I can't wait to actually put them all on and see what they look like, because I've not seen them all. I feel like I've just been seeing the same coat. Everyone's been wearing the pea shooter coat. No one's bothered to craft anything new because it's quite OP. So it's going to be really nice to see a few other bits and bobs. But yeah, we've got to do the hats, and we've got a lot of work to do the hats. So I've got a bowler hat, but I'm gonna make them all again. We need refined fibre, refined fibre, refined fibre. That's what we need. We're literally running out of fibre. I may have to go on a harvest run, or just absolutely start using some of the other fibre I've got. Which I've got a good few hundred. I can't imagine I'm going to use tier 1 forest fibre, to be fair. Plant fibre, yeah. So let's use up some of this since I've got so much of it. And we'll use this just for the hats. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Let's put away some of that regular fibre so I don't mix it up with anything else that I shouldn't have. So no more crude. Or bound bristle. Maybe this might work. Refined fibre. Man, how many does it take then? 6 fibre to make 1 refined fibre. She's never going to use these resources, so I might as well. And then I'm going to craft the best. We're going to find literally the best bottoms, the best top, the best hat. And I'm going to go with min-max. Oh, they changed the colours on it. It turned green. I went from looking like Dr. Jekyll to the Lucky Charms guy. Lol, Fonda. That's funny, man. How are you getting on with the rest of the game then? What are you up to now at the moment? Have you completed all the Ascended Realms? Did you just nudge me, Molly? Or was that just me? Okay. Oof. Here we go. So, refined fibre, forest fibre, tin, prey. There we go. That's the furry raisin. Hello, mate. Oh, I wish it would remember where you were. The more you play a game, right, the more the little things start to jar you a little bit. They start to annoy you just a bit more. I'm starting to get there a little bit with some things. I'm just like, oh man, come on. It'd be so nice if you didn't like remember where you were, where it was quicker to go through some of this stuff. Okay. Yeah, we'll use regular cloth. Okay, we'll just use regular cloth. Because the idea is I'm not really going to focus too much on the individual stats, because they can be changed no matter what gear you use, what resources. And some of them are really negligible. But what I want to show is, at least definitively, at each stage of the game, these are the best boots for speed. Because they've got that inbuilt 5 magic or 5 movement speed, or this is the best stuff for magic. That's the point. Oh, so much so. I need flowers, fabric and buckles, flowers and cut gems. Okay. So I can really make a definitive guide. Have I got fabric? Any fabric there? T1 forest fibre. Yeah, that would do. That's one of them. Just made a fishing farming realm. Nice, 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 nice. Do you play the fishing card or do you play the farming card for it? Flowers. I still need fabric. Right, I need a ton of fabric. Which needs the refined fibre. Oh, we're running out. We're running out. Ready. Okay. And flowers. Let's go and get the flowers and everything else that I needed. And the flower here. Yes. So 5. So they all do exactly the same food and hunger. And then it's just about which one gives you the best stats. We'll do Alola. That's the most common. I don't have the farm card yet. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Yeah, I'm now that's fixed. I'm curious as well. I might give that a shot next. See what there is to craft and do. Buckles. Let's go and get the buckles. More buckles. And we're going to need a cut gem. Oh. I was not paying attention. Yeah, I saw, mate. I didn't want to crap on it. I hate when people do that to me. Come in and just start bitching about the game. But as you seem to have found out for yourself, that game is dog shit. it's. I love the idea, same as you. I've always wanted to get into games like Space Engineer. Because of the, you know, it sounds cool being able to craft and make your own ships and stuff. But reality is that game, it's like an old school PC game like MMOs are. Used to be anyway, where you need to know every keyboard and be proficient in it. And trying to play it on a controller on an Xbox One was just like, oof. No, fam. Yeah, I remember I tried it and it was like hold down like one button to get like 3 or 4 different radial menus. I'm like, bruh, this is too much. Some games just shouldn't be ported over. They just shouldn't. They're too much effort. That's when you got to think. You know what could we do? I'll tell you one thing that we've done a really good job of stuff like that was Civ games. Like they're maybe not overcomplicated, but they've done a really good job of making it easier for console. They made like the console version of Civ, and then they started making all their games a bit more user friendly, like interface wise, and that's what Space Engineers needs to do in future. Like, sure, you can have hardcore games. There's nothing wrong with a game that caters to more of a certain audience than another. But I do feel a little bit like, yeah, it should still be a case of trying to make it more accessible with controls at least. I don't need Dark Souls to be made easy, but I do like it if games can try a bit to make their games more approachable. So I've got the Druidic. Right, I've got the Druidic bonnet. Right, so now I'm just got to get the top hat. I swear I just made this. Hang on. I swear I just made that. Yes, I did. Don't make it again, Jade, you dickhead. It's the Druidic top hat I haven't made. Or have I? I'm all going mad. Dashing top hat, that's the one I've made. Dashing one. Yeah, okay. Yeah. It's meant to be a tutorial, that, as well. It's meant to, like, teach you, but it does fly you through stuff way too quick. Although I do remember trying to do it in sandbox mode. And that was like, huh? What? Like, oh, nothing. Yeah, no. And then I give up. And then it was running like poo on Xbox One years ago. So I'm a bit worried about Grounded, you know. I'm not going to dog on them. Of course I won't, even if it is a bad port. I'll just dog on Double 11. But if the Grounded Switch port is really bad, I'm like, please don't be really bad. Please, I'm begging. Don't make me hate you. Right. More flour, no, cloth. Cut gem, cloth, cloth, cloth. Right, I do need to make regular cloth. So we'll do that here. And I guess we've just got to make more thread. Let's get this cut gem. Go just amber. That's why Astroneer was, I felt like, going to be a good compromise. Not the same game, but you know, very different art style and way of playing. But even that started feeling a bit more complicated for me. Maybe I'm just old and dumb, which is definitely a distinct possibility. Stationeers, that's the other one. That's the one that made by Dean Hall, the DayZ creator, and Icarus. And then when you play a game like Satisfactory, which is quite complex, but it's got a fairly okay interface system. Maybe not of controller though, to be fair, but even on PC it's fairly simple. Makes you wonder. Right, elegant bonnets. But yeah, I'm definitely trying to aim to do a bit more daytime streams because I just can't keep streaming late at night because I'm just going too long. There's no end. But come sort of 4 or 5 o'clock, oh, that's when I've got to wind down so I can spend some time with my baby. Tectonica. Does it really run that bad? Oh no, see, it run alright on your Series X. I do wish this game had made just very same stats across the board for men's and women's stuff. I made it the same ingredients. I think that's what's changing some of the stats, is that some of the women's hats that look are the equivalent of, or the men's hats that are equivalent of, whatever way you want to look at it. They do take slightly more resources or different resources. Just make it simple. Right, we need more cloth. Cloth. And we're going to need another 2 ornaments. Wow, who knew ornaments was such a big deal? And ornaments are tin. There we go. I'll do 6 then. Crashed every 2 minutes once we had a big setup. Had to turn down machine down. Super laggy. Oh no. Yeah, I didn't really check out much of the latest update. I had one look at it. Keep doing stuff like adding new items, unlocks, where you just got to go and explore. The caves are just... It's the problem. caves are kind of boring. Even though they've gone out their way to make that game more bright and colourful and different, just to be very different from like Satisfactory, it's still, you're still just running around a cave. So to go and have to run around caves to unlock stuff makes it feel very yeah, just not that interesting. You need good scenery for your factory of smog and metal and shit. So how much difference is it? Oh, like 3 points. Okay. Not much. Okay. And then the next ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I am thinking there's one I've missed. The Mex Veil, that's it. There's a hat I might have missed, so we might have to go and buy that. Alright, Hermetics. There we go. And hopefully, if I get this stream done and we actually get around to it, I'll show the real difference between having like a basic crafted item and like the best geared crafted items. That's what we're planning today. I need more buckles. Okay, I'll do that as well. Buckle me up, boy, or some metal blades for the buckles. Right, that's the NCCC Derby hat done. Flat cap. Yeah. Bush. Simple head wrap. Bosh. The weathered hat. Bosh. And just the labourist hat. Kishi, thanks for follow. That has taken hundreds and hundreds of fibre. A good amount of leather, but I feel like pretty good. I've done a good job there. There's quite a few different hats here as well. Kane, hello. Just right click on the item. It should also, if you've forgotten where it is, something is, it should show here the little item. What it was the other day. Right, I've done it. I think that is all the hats. Let's put them in the right boxes. So simple hat goes there. Yep, it's got a choice of 2 simple hats. Level 41 hats. Dash in. The flat cap. The derby hat. Oh, and the bowler hat. And then it's kind of weird. It's got very different scores for this Druidic bonnet. Okay. One little look just to see. So I'm sure I've got all the hats, but there was one, I think it was the Forest Hunt ones. Explorer's Bundle, yeah, got that. Desert Hunt. Explorer's Hat. So you don't, that's what's broken now. It doesn't have the drop down telling you where to fucking craft it. They've made it worse. So now people can't see anything about what they need to craft something. Yep. Oh, Nightingale, what you done? What you done? So you can't see what's in any of the bundles. Labyrinth hat, yeah, I've got that one then. I think I've got all the hats, I have. Clothing, hats, Druidic Bonnet, Berserk Bundle, yep, that's the one I've already got. Yeah, we've done it. Alright, let's take a look at, first we'll take a look at the sets then. My lovely model Molly is going to be our model. In fact, let me dump off all of this gear I've got. Charms are the same. No, because you can't put more than the same charm on. If you try, it will just say be lucky. They've got to be different. No, that's infusions. My bad, my bad. I'm pretty sure you can't stack these either though. Hop 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 hop. What's going on, fella? Right. Yeah. Just made it a little bit more easy to look at. So a rough gear score of 20s. We know this already, but yeah. So there's 3 different types of hats. Okay. Yes, take it all. Where's Molly? Molly? Yeah? Come here. Let's put you in. No. That's it. And then shirt, capelet, backpack, breeches, boots. That is the definitive starter kit. Oh, it's all green. It is all green now. I swear it weren't before. There we go. That is. Come outside a bit, Molly. Come over here. Come on, Molly. I'm gonna do it once for her, and then I'll probably just put the rest on me. But there you go. That is the look. Only this weird patchwork stuff going on. Look at that. The back of it's green, but the front of it's on one side. I got only noticing the third just now. There we go. Let's get another picture. Good shit, Molly. Good shit. Okay, but of course you have got a couple hats, Molly. Let's put some new hats on you and see what you look like. Oh, didn't put the gloves on you either. You've got to get the full gear on. There you go, the weathered hat. And green gloves, nice. And that's what you look like wearing the weathered hat. Nice. Didn't I just have, I swear I had, there was 3 hats in that box. What's everyone up to this afternoon then? There you go, newsboy cap. So yeah, some of this stuff you can only pick up from NPCs. So there wouldn't be much point in upgrading it. Okay. I'll leave that on her for now. We'll take all of this stuff. We'll go and put it on in the desert outside. Applying for jobs. Alright. So I've got that home. Let's try the explorer's stuff. Why did I make 2 NCC shirts? Who knows? You can't see the shirt at all underneath the coats. Oh, that might be a delivery for me, people. Hold up. Medieval decor. Yeah, so that goblin one, is it a paid one? The Primitive Plus one Wait, piss off, yous. Leave my portals alone. Right. Yeah, let's put the trapper gear on first. There we go. No, trapper's hat. Is there a trapper's hat? There must be. Have I got it on already? Scout's boots. No, there's no trapper's hat. Oh. Oh, I'm way down. I've got too much going on. Right, hang on. Let me put this backpack back on. And dump off some more of this other stuff I've got going on. It was all the colours. Yeah, we've got nice green ones there. I must have made a boo-boo and put the wrong hat in. There's got to be a trapper's hat. No. No trapper's hat. I guess the head wrap or the weathered hat. The weathered hat's probably the one that goes with it the most. So Molly, I'll take that from you. So we'll put that on. It just looks better. There we go. That feels like that should be the right set. I might even do a video on that later on. I might take a look at the trailer and react to it. I was going to talk about how Nicatus' Smart Iron map is a fucking travesty. Is it not? That is not a finished map as well. Yeah, it's a paid mod. Like, we can tolerate Ark doing it, but what, I've got to put up with modders putting out half-created shit now as well. I don't know how finished it is, but nah, it's not the one. See, I'm too far away. I wanted Molly to be wearing it because it just looked better, but okay, fine. Take a picture of that as well. Okay. And what I will do, I'm going to have different baskets actually for all of these, just so they're really easy to see. Let's put them down as well. In fact, we'll have it. We'll have the closed room in here. Yeah, Ark has just been a slow decline. I've got not a single bit of plant fibre. Did I just go and dump all the plant fibre in the wrong box? I probably did. What's that? Advanced plant fibre. Oh, I suppose it doesn't matter. I'm going to get rid of these boxes. It's only for this little showcase. But yeah, the Goblin one looks good. I'm surprised the Goblin aspect, though. I feel like it doesn't deserve the Primitive Plus moniker. Like the Primitive, like, what Grim Goblins? Primitive, are they? You say Primitive to me, I'm feeling like really sort of medieval just after or just before. Or medieval. Alright, let's put my actual gear in here that I have been wearing. And that's high level. That will save a bit. So I've already getting a little bit confused. Right. Explorer's cropped hat. Intrepid shirt. NCC shirt. Yeah, that's the thing. You get the Explorer's bottoms, but then you don't get the rest of the Explorer's gear until like the next set of realms. No, you know what? I've got to do it. I've still got to... I'm thinking, like, what's the best way to present this video? Remember, what am I focusing on? It's not necessarily the individual stats. It's just about what you could get a boost with by crafting each one. Like, what's the reason you craft one over the other? I'll put the NCC stuff in here. Breeches, duster, gloves, pack, shirt. Derby hat, flat cap. Okay, that's the one there. Unadorned gloves. I'm guessing that's going to be saying like that. Let's do this purple shit, and we'll put the jaunty set in here as well. That makes sense. Classic breeches. Yep, they kind of go with that. Pointed shoes. Stirrup shoes, not too sure. Unadorned gloves. Don't know if they really suit that, but hey-oh. Yeah, it should be like the Intrepid or Jaunty one. There you go, the tailcoat. The tailcoat jacket. And stirrup boots. Yes, they do go with that. Like fashion here. I'm a follower of fashion. Hello, Rosso. I'll go with Intrepid. The Rumpled, since that should be part of the Explorer set. Go for the bowler hat. Scout's boots, I guess, since there's no other boots in the game. So I'm missing a coat. Okay, Explorer stuff. Yes. Okay, and what am I wearing right now? Let's equip that. I've got that. I don't need 2 of these. Okay. Oof. I'm still way too heavy. I haven't got... No, maybe I have got a bit on me. Yeah, 118. I think it's that carved wood that's doing the one. Let's go and get rid of this carved wood. Why have I got all that on me? What a loser. I'm overweight. I need a diet. There we go. And the lumber as well. That's definitely what's overweighting me. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. I know I'm faffing around, but I'm like prepping this for a video. So I've just got to make sure it's all okay. So that's all the Explorer's stuff there. I'm too heavy again. We'll leave Hermetics stuff in here. There we go, that's better. There we go. 6:45. Oh, Fry. It's too early, mate. Go back to bed. Spirit, hello. Too early. What's today bringing to you? Breakfast and Nightingale? Right, I'm going to put the Explorer stuff in here now. Okay, that's good. And then we'll have the Calcularian Shizzle. Calarian pack as well. Yeah, that's good. I feel like Laboratory hat could go. So I'm going to have to do a bit of mix and matching with some of this stuff as well. Hermetics. There we go. Hermetics. Hermetics. Okay. And then, what is this, all Druidic stuff? Right. Druidic skirt, Druidic trousers, dress, formal shirt, gloves, jacket, boots, Druidic bonnet, Druidic coat, Druidic top hat. Okay. And that just leaves this one set here for something a bit more thingy. In fact, I'm going to take all that out again. Got level 41 stuff there. That's the jaunty stuff there. Where's the 41 stuff there? Oh yeah, I can just move it. I was like, this is not working for me. But I can just move it like that. There we go. So it's a bit hildy. So the matronly gown, striking pea coat, and then you've got a choice between some of these hats. We'll go for the labourist hat. I feel like that belongs with that coat maybe. Arcane Sciences. And then Hermetic's veil, that goes in the right Hermetic's box. Alongside the Hermetic shirt. Yep. And then we've got a choice between putting this elegant bonnet and the embellished head wrap. Elegant bonnet, maybe it could be, I don't feel like it's Calerian stuff. It's too light and flowery. It looks like it could be slight difference to the Explorer stuff. And we'll put the embellished one. Does feel like it either goes in that or in here, maybe. Bit of an odd mix, some of these ones. Hey, Chicky. And grind tier 2 essence, nice. Yeah, next week I am going to be doing some more early streams. I am determined to do at least. I'm going to try and stream just 5 days, maybe 6. But the 6th one's definitely going to be a bonus. And 3 of the 5 are going to be daytime streams. Okay, yeah, I think we're pretty good. I'm feeling a bit of a slight completionist though, that I do need to put like this stuff with all the trapper gear in it. It's got to have the trapper stuff, because then I could just go from one box to the other and show these all different sets. If you guys are up for it, maybe I'll just do the video live. Do you want to see how I work? You can see how many mistakes I end up doing. So if I unequip all this, I love how putting more armor on's made me somehow more damaged. Okay, there we go. Got some food in me. I can't believe there's not a trapper's hat. I feel like that should have been part of the package. Like maybe you're meant to wear your weathered hat. Neither of them really suit a trapper's kind of gear. I know it doesn't matter. There's 2 ways people are really going to look at this. They're going to say, look, I don't care what it gives me because I can just get them stats with my weapon, or I can just add materials to it. But there are some things you're never going to get. There are some items that don't have magic on them. That's why I feel it's important take that out though, because that's slightly misleading. Crop breeches, explores long breeches. You know what? I'm going to take them out because they're not really the right level. I'll put them in here. And it can be just like you can choose to have a bit more of a lighter colour going on instead of the dark. God, it's taking so long. Yeah, I don't like that change. They've made it so that the health stays on longer, like around your screen, telling you you've been injured. It's got to be halfway. Otherwise you've got that horrible red glint. No, that is not the one. Not the one. Okay. So in edit, I know that I'm going to put stuff over this, so it doesn't matter if I talk. 1, 2. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Hello, right bags. It's Jade. Today, I'm going to give you the lowdown on the best armors or clothing in Nightingale, how to get your gear score up, the different sets that you can unlock, and which ones you really be focused on making to get the most either out of melee, magic, or movement speed. No one will notice that. No one knows that. There are definitely some clothing items that are better than others, although much are the same, and still, of course, it depends on what you use. There are still some bonuses and buffs that you can get applied on top if you craft the right type of gear. I'm also going to be showing you just the looks of them as well, and whether or not you like the sets. Not too bothered about the stats, you can go ahead and aim and focus on these. I'm going to show you how and where they're unlocked as well. Find this video useful, leave a like, go and check out the rest of my Nightingale guides, and let's go. The best gear in Nightingale. Okay. So it all starts off with your simple gear. By now through the tutorial, I'm sure many of you have done this. It's going to be pretty old news. But the simple gear, as modelled by Molly here, has had a slight change with the latest update. There are more colours now added to a lot of the clothing, so you would hopefully be a bit surprised to wake up to see some of your stuff has changed. There's nothing really to shout out about the simple clothing. Just know it's obviously never worth upgrading beyond the point that you need it to get you through either some of the realms of power sites, and then as soon as you get better gear or the chance to buy or unlock any, make sure you switch over. No, just all improvisation for I tried doing scripts, and I'm not very good at writing and spelling, and my typing skills is pretty bad as well. Even I was doing it on paper, so it just takes me twice as long. Now I'll swap over. Blah, 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 blah. There are some basics of clothing though that some people still may have missed, and it's worth using the simple stuff to kind of highlight some. Your coat, or in this case capelet, is the only thing that protects against resistances to elemental damage. So things like blight, cold, heat, rain. So whenever you've got an item like this felt tier 1 predator pelt that gives 5% cold resistance, that's going to be pretty useless making that into boots or trousers, because it won't take effect. It's not going to add any of them stats. The only thing it will add stats to is your coat. When you go and take a look at the sewing bench, I need something to quickly craft. Hang on. Simple boots. What do I need? Leather and plant fibre. Just leather and just regular plant fibre. Did I not pick any up? So if we choose the different types of leather, you can see we've got stealth, miasma resistance, and stamina regeneration. But as soon as we put it in to go crafting, we're losing some of them stats. So you're missing out on the miasma resistance and the stamina regeneration. The only thing it's keeping is the stealth. So obviously it does show you on the right hand side, but only when you hover over. So if you are using controllers, you're kind of missing out on an integral piece of info here. Hopefully this gets fixed. Hopefully this gets fixed in the future. Then if obviously we add the plant fibre, we've got maximum health and durability. The one thing that doesn't really show sometimes is the durability, but it should be adding onto the final product. Again, you'll notice because it does show it on the right hand side. Actually, that's not true. That might not be true. That might not be true. That might not be true. Everything is permitted. Nothing is true. Give me that one instead of that one. No, it is durability. It is a stat. It does carry over. Everything has durability anyway. It does improve everything, but obviously, of course, it is. So even down to the fibers you use, if the item doesn't have a durability stat or buff as part of it, you're not going to boost the durability up using something that gives more durability. As you can see, it's not appearing on the level here. As you can see, it's not appearing on the section here. So there's not much point in putting extra durability on this item. Now some of this isn't going to matter. We're talking about tiny differences in percentage points, as you can see. And a lot of you guys will be just focused on how it looks. But there are some pieces of gear that you can only get certain buffs with. Who's got bad jokes? First time I heard you doing your video, guys. Yeah, I know. It's a bit like presenter-ish, isn't it? Got to try and execute, because these videos are going to be seen a lot more. So I'm trying to project and execute a bit better. Okay, so I think I've adequately explained that side of things, right? I'll finish it off though. I'll reinforce it again. So, absolutely never go and use something that's got 30 resistance against miasma or injury or poison on anything other than a coat, as it simply won't transfer. So things like harpy hides, which are really good for poison resistance and which I'm finding probably the most useful when running around swamps, that's something you really want to save and only use on a coat. Okay, that makes sense. Now let's talk about like the fact that some stuff has magic and some stuff has movement speed. Where did I put all the stuff? Oh no, I'll read a joke. I'm not going to just ignore you. Don't worry. I can switch it on and off. Just about. So we'll take all the boots out just to highlight the differences between them. Because eventually some shoes and some gloves have magic on them, but a lot of the early sets don't. So I don't want people getting too confused saying that, you know, they never didn't realise you could put magic on certain things. Okay, that'll do. Go back there. By and large, nearly every pair of boots will have some sort of boost to movement speed, although there are some exceptions. The simple boots won't have it, and much of the simple gear won't have any of the later attributes you can apply. And I think it's the trappers. No, there's one more. Stirrup boots and the scout boots. Where's the scouts? Scouts. The scout boots I'm wearing. I should have crafted a pair. Scout boots haven't got icon, so hang on, I've got to find them. Pretty sure the scout boots and the trapper ones, yeah, don't have magic. There they are. Yes. So no, they do have movement speed though. Which ones don't? Okay, maybe it's just the stirrup boots. I swear there was one more set. It's got to be the simple ones. Okay. Stirrup boots, as well as the simple boots, don't have any boost to movement speed. So although you may like the look of them, and they may have other stats, since this is one of the few items that does have additional movement speed applied, you really want actual shoes that are going to give you that buff. Some shoes are definitely better than others. Remember, I've used all the same kind of resources to make every piece of this gear. Try and give some sort of base level stat. So there may be some slight differences, but not enough to really noticeable. Other than that, I can show that some of these have better attribute scores. So the trapper's shoes here only give 1% extra movement speed. The scout's boots only give 1% movement speed. Likewise, the pointed shoes that you got from the Twitch shops maybe, and the NTTC boots. The Kalurian boots also only give 2% movement speed. No, the Kalurian boots give 2% movement speed. And then you've got the Druidic, then you've got the Druidic and Hermetic boots. They both give 3%. So the best ones to have are the Explorer boots with 5% movement speed. And this will obviously increase if you've got any charms, any ways to buff this that say they're going to give extra movement speed. Now, I've got to find something that gives movement speed. There we go. So for example, tier 2, no, we haven't said that, blah, 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 blah. So if you take a look at some of the base resources, tier 2 Harpy Cloth that I've made has got 20% movement speed. So that is directly going to transfer to any of these boots. But I'll have that additional 5% boosting it as well. It might not seem a lot, but think about movement speed. If it was too much, you would be zipping around like Sonic. So 5% is actually quite a big number to be adding on top of whatever else you are crafting it with. Okay, so that's not... Something I kind of made a mistake with in earlier talking about Nightingale was I assumed that magic was only applied to hats. But as you start unlocking more of the boots and other items, some of it does have the magic attribute. It's not the stirrup boots. This is why you need to make sure everything's emptied out that you don't need or want currently, because it will just confuse you. More or less. The trapper boots have magic power of 1, but the stirrup boots don't. The simple boat, but the stirrup boots don't. The simple boots don't either. You'll notice the scout boots also have no magic abilities. But you do find, and again, the pointed shoes from Twitch drops don't have them. It's only a small number. Again, it's not really going to increase that much. But by the time you get to the watch and unlocking the top tier of gear, you can see that magic number has now increased to 6 for the Hermetics, or only 3 for the Druidic. So in that respect, the Hermetic boots are maybe the best to use for magic power. One thing I've got to check with that though, bound bristle. I swear I used all the same materials, but it should still be a bit bigger. Refined fibre, sedge, crude. Yeah, they still don't have a magic power on them. So that is the baseline stat. So it doesn't matter what bristle you're using. It's got that 6 magic because it's baked in. So although these Hermetic boots say they're made out of bound bristle, and the Druidic boots are made out of tier 1 bug hide, neither of these give any magic ability. So this is the baked in stat that you'll have, or you should have, no matter what kind of materials you make. No matter what kind of materials you use to make them. Of course, you do get the 3% movement speed with the Hermetic boots, so it's still a pretty good one to have. If you want to go down the magic user route, then that is definitely the one that you might want to think about. But there's other reasons to use gear, of course, whether it's the stealth ability. Every piece of gear is going to have maximum health, obviously, contributing to your overall health pool. But again, there's not much difference sometimes between a really lower one, like 74 Calurian, versus the 118 Druidic boots, with only literally like a 2% little drop. Instead, you want to be looking and seeing which ones might have better regeneration. If you're definitely going to be using two-handed weapons a lot more, then blocking efficiency might be a lot more important. In this case, in the Druidic boots, we've got 15% blocking efficiency compared to only 10% for the Calcularian. So these are all things that you'll need to consider when you're crafting and making your best gear. Okay. I think that adequately explains, right, the differences between them. I've just got to run through what each one offers. That's what I've got to do. So for that, I do need like a full set of something. I'll probably go and put... No, I've got my gear, haven't I? Yes, I have. Yeah, there we go. So I know this might seem a bit basic, but some people are still a bit confused, as I've seen quite a few comments. Let's get rid of the hat and the scout boots, because that's what was making me think there was no magic on anything else. Because literally, there was no magic on them two items. Let's just chuck on some Druidic gloves and any other pair of boots. So it's magic power boots. Boots, gloves and hat. So if you want to get more out of your magic, make the spells last longer or get more hits in, then make sure you use anything that's got the magic skills on it to boost when crafting your boots, your gloves or your hat. Then range damage is only the hat and the gloves. If you want to increase your range damage and you want to make a sharpshooter class, then you'll need to focus on your gloves and your hat. as they're the two skills that give range damage. Critical hit, I think it's only the helmet. Although, do you know what? I better put on another hat as well, just in case. That's where we find out I'm a layer. I'm a layer! Magic health, melee damage, range damage, yeah, same. Critical damage, same. Magic durability, yeah, it is. Good. I've got range rating as well. Okay, so that's important. Range rating. That's definitely just the hats. If you want your shots to go further and do more damage without dropping off, then you'll want to make sure you're putting anything that's got that attribute into crafting your hats. Because alongside the range damage, this is the only way you can increase your range rating. Yeah. Don't see range rating on anything else. All hats are going to have stuff like melee damage and critical damage applied. So that's something you don't really need to focus on too much, unless you really are going all out to have like the perfect melee build or the perfect critical hit build. So the conclusion is, we'll do that last, we'll come to that. Let's carry on going through the other items. As I said earlier, if you want to have more resistances against rain, heat, cold, blight, injury, ice, fire, poison, miasma, then you do need to invest the resources into your coats. The only other two attributes coats have are your maximum health and durability, and of course durability is on every item. It is worth pointing out with durability that you can still boost a lot of items by either using charms and stuff. I've seen a lot of people complain how much it costs to actually repair items. So if you're sick of spending thousands of essence dust, even though it's fairly easy to get hold of, you might want to consider adding a material that's got more durability, and for sure checking it has passed over. I'm not too sure if it's a bug at the moment, because obviously durability is on every item, yet it doesn't always show on the right hand side when you're crafting something if durability is going to be added. Yeah, no more fix everything for free. Laters, One Eye. Okay, so that's taken care of. Now we've got to do blocking efficiency is only on your backpacks and feet. Okay. If you want to improve how well you can block, also have the ability. No, that's not the same as strength. Don't get confused, Jade. If you want to be able to block for longer and withstand bigger attacks, then your backpacks and your boots are what you need to increase with the blocking efficiency stats. Yeah, that's fine. Anything else for the backpack? It's max weight. That's what it is. Of course it is. But the biggest attribute that you'll be wanting to improve with your backpacks, of course, is the maximum weight. So again, any resources that can be used for that, make sure you apply only to making your backpack. Hey, Fruitbat. Oh. Yeah, sometimes I don't do it like this. Sometimes I will just record it all and then just do all the voiceover in edit. It depends how easy it is. If it's a simpler guide, like where to find something, I do that post-edit because it's just it's not longer. But I've got to keep reminding myself and double-checking. You've got to do this live. I still might do voiceovers on top of everything I've just done. Like I'll redo it again just because I found something out later that slightly contradicts or whatever. But mostly this is how I do like longer ones. Right. So stealth rating next. That's another attribute that not everything has. So it's your backpack, your coat. No, your backpack, your shirt. Backpack, shirt, trousers. That's right. And feet. If you want to be a silent little ninja, then you need to make sure you invest stealth items into your backpack, your shirt, your trousers, and your boots. Stealth is kind of underrated at the moment. I don't think a lot of players are really trying to be silent assassin. What it does do is reduce the amount of aggro that creatures will take on you. So if you're interested in just running around a lot of the encounters without triggering the wildlife, then it might be something to use. You can do quite some damaging critical hits if you can creep up on an enemy. But more often than not, they do turn around, to me at least anyway, at the wrong time. See, that's something I'd like to research more, whether or not stealth does give you extra damage if you've not hit the creature. I don't feel like it stands out for me at the moment if you do creep up on an enemy. There are some parts of the enemy's bodies that you can get more crit damage anyway, which are on their back, but yeah, it's still a bit like loose. Okay, and then we're talking, so done movement speed, done maximum weight, done stealth, done blocking, heal and generation. Okay. So did I say melee damage was the only one that you can increase it with the hat, gloves, and gloves? Hat, gloves. I'll say it again just in case I forgot. If you want to increase your melee damage, then it's your hat and gloves. So no matter what you're increasing, no. So I'm going to talk about it's the same for ranged or melee. They're the two to do it, but no, I'll cut that one out. Health gen and stam gen is only trousers and shirt. Right, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. If it's taking forever to re-heal or get your stamina back, make sure you invest in the resources in your shirts or your trousers or skirts, as these are the only two that have the health regen and stamina regen attributes. Just checking max stamina. Shirt, trousers. Yeah. This also applies for getting the most out of stamina. By increasing it to its max, you need to focus on your shirt and trousers as well. Yeah, because nothing else has max stam. That's right. I think that is it. We've all got stealth range. I've covered that. Covered that. Covered that, I think. So the hats have all got magic power. Well, lots of the hats later have magic power. No, all of them nearly. Lots of the gloves and most of the boots. Yeah, I think that sums it up pretty much, doesn't it? Now I've just got to show the builds, like show each set what they're meant to be focused on, and then obviously how you can mix and match to get the best gear, because that's the ultimate point of the video. Although, you know, people can wear what they want, but if you're going off just pure baseline stats and what to focus in on, that's the combination you should be wearing at each stage. Remember, I don't want to show off the last piece of armor in the game and say this is the best armor. It's going to take like people 100 hours to get there. Yeah, it is. It is. That's why I feel I wanted to make it. I've been wanting to make it for ages, but I did feel like there was stuff wrong. As soon as I realised that one of the sets didn't have magic on it, or didn't have movement speed, that's why I was saying like some of this just needs to be simplified. Make all shoes have some sort of boost to movement speed. Make all hats have magic. Yeah, there's just these couple little items that they should just make generalized, and that would help people definitively say. Because now I've got to put disclaimers in, like not all items have the fucking blah 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 blah. I really wish the mannequins, like, or test dummies, you could put stuff on them. That would be the best right now. Ain't gonna lie. Ain't gonna lie. Okay, I'm gonna put this simple stuff away because I don't really need it. So I think that's about right progression wise. I've got them in line. I'll just put them back. NTC? No. Intrepid. Explorer boots. Yeah. Stirrup boots. Pointed shoes. Trapper? No, that's the NTC. Trapper. Simple and trapper gear. Yeah, I'll do it like that. We'll say simple and trapper gear. And what am I wearing on me? Let's take this off. That's such a higher level helmet, I might have to say nope. Yeah, I should have them boxed, not just in separate gears, but their levels. So 41, 41, 41, not 74. I've kind of messed up these boxes already. That's all Explorer stuff. There we go. Okay, that's a bit better. There we go. That's the right Explorer boots. And I guess that's that. Where's the other hat? Where's the other Explorer's hat? That's there, Jade. Stop being a dickhead. Okay, yeah, 118. So that's the kind of odd stuff. This is meant to be the druidic shit. That's right. I guess 129. Slightly better hat. Hermetics. Yes. Okay, we're back. We're back. MG, what's this game like? What would I compare it to? I can't really compare it to much. Maybe a little bit like No Man's Sky, and in terms of like the procedural generation and going to new places to explore the realms. And Conan Exiles maybe with the crafting. Just because it's so complex, but it's its own thing for sure. But it is a good game. But more important question is, what do you like in survival games? Because then I can tell you whether or not I think this game would be good for you. Yeah, you can definitely tailor it. So some people were saying they wanted to see like buffs for like wearing the same gear, you know, a set. But yeah, I kind of feel like that would ruin it a little bit. Like, no, you don't want that. You want people to be able to mix and match. Don't make them being forced into wearing certain stuff. That's what was missing. I knew there was something there. Okay. What I'll probably do is... No, we'll do it here. We'll do it live. You getting it or not? Nice. Will your Vault stream tour be an early one too? Friday, because I switched last night and did Nightingale, I'm going to do tomorrow. It should be grounded. So I'm probably not going to do a Vault run now till Saturday. What did I put? What did I put? Yeah, I have still got it listed as Nightingale tomorrow. No, I was meant to do grounded today. That's why I'm all over the place. Ah, shit. Yeah, we'll do... oh no, I'm switching everything up again and again. It might have to be Sunday night I do Vault runs. I do want to start Valheim. I can't really miss that out on Saturday. So, I'll see. It probably will be a grounded stream tomorrow in a day. So not Nightingale. And then, yeah. I suppose I could switch Saturday and Sunday. I just feel like Vaults is a good thing to do in the evening time. Pretty pleased with numbers today on YouTube. It's always a bit oversaturated streaming at night time, right? So I know people watch lots of other streamers on Twitch, so I think, right, if I do a bit earlier, I've got more chance of catching people. Numbers haven't been that much better, to be honest. They've been worse than when I'm streaming at night. But on YouTube, just about holding their own, only slightly less than what I've had lately. I know I'm missing out on a big American audience, but honestly, I am just too tired and staying up too late streaming because I'm enjoying it so much. That's right. I'm making mistakes all the time. It's not like Souls Combat at all. Most people are complaining that it's not Souls Combat, that it should be Souls Combat because it's got a third-person view. Now everyone assumes that every third-person game's got to be Dark Souls, which is really fucking annoying. I ain't gonna lie. Combat's not its great strength, but I've definitely played worse. It's got a weight to the weapons, and if you learn how to like move around them and hit at the right time, and don't ever play in third person because it looks awful. I think it's so much nicer looking in first person combat. You can feel the weight catching an enemy, and once you get your strength score up where you can actually push them back a little bit, it's pretty cool. Is there a way to stuff I have no dust? Why are you not extracting dust, my man? You must have plenty of resources by now that you don't need as much of. My go-to was always rocks and either fibre or sticks, because you don't use rocks and sticks to do anything with, really. Like rock marble, that's about it. I got you addicted. I'm so sorry for it. But yeah, no, we will. We'll do Sunday Vaults, I will. So tomorrow grounded, 1 till 4, little chill stream grounded. Saturday, keep to the programme, Valheim. And then Sunday Vaults. You never know, I might still do an evening stream of Nightingale if I feel like it. Tomorrow or Saturday, but that's the plan at the moment. You only play third person, FPS makes you feel like a dwarf. Do you think? Oh, I don't know. I did realise that it does look like, I swear to God, third person you move faster. I don't know, maybe it's that placebo effect. I have to time it properly. But it just feels... It's because of the animation, right? The animations for running are much quicker when you see your character. But I swear it does. It is slightly faster. You're doing vaults, nothing to extract. There's loot in the vaults, my man. There's chests full of stuff. Break open one of the rest points. Just quit and go back to home and come back. If you're doing solo vaults, especially, because your progress stays. If you've been doing the vaults so much that you've busted your gear, well, that's user error, man. You just got to go, hey, I've got no gear. I've got to go back. No, there we go. How have you got to the watch and you're doing vaults, but you don't know you can extract some previous essence dust? Come on, Jeff. Look, if I do that one, 17,000 essence dust for literally just seven thingy. Yeah, Fry's got it. It does make me laugh. People were complaining about the essence dust. Not you, Jeff, but I've seen a few comments today saying it's too expensive to repair gear. And then you look at them and they haven't got a single durability item on their armor or gear. They've not bothered applying any charms. And yeah, you can just get rid of your essence. Extractive free. Yeah. Just drop, obviously drop some. If you're not in the watch, you can't drop anything. I do realise this, but go ahead and shift. Drop what you don't want to take. So I'm going to drop 6. And then, sure, you know what? Why not? 2,500 essence. Boom. Anyway, distracted there. Let's get back to business. Although I need to eat. So in the early stages of the game, you'll have obviously access to simple gear. And if you want to get through certain realms of, and if you want to get through certain sites of power, like I said earlier, you do need to upgrade this probably to blue level, rare level. But you will come across the trapper gear set as soon as you've got a refined workbench. No, it's the refined sewing bench, right? I believe it's the refined sewing bench only. Yeah, it is. It's refined sewing bench. It doesn't pop up in the basic one. As soon as you get the refined sewing bench from the provisional realms, you should have access then to the trapper gear set. I definitely recommend upgrading and getting to this one. It's going to be nearly double what you'll have in just the simple stuff. But you could potentially just try and skip it and work towards getting either the NTC stuff or the jaunty set. But at this stage of the game, the trapper gear is pretty okay and easy to craft. So any way to just double up your gear score early is always better. Use it on next 5 minutes. Well, yeah, I've got to find it. I'm telling you, there was a... I don't think it was only applying to spells. There was some sort of card or something that meant you didn't lose the charm or the spell when you took it off. You don't have to drop them, just pick extract and there's a slider. Oh, really? Okay. I didn't realise that. So I'll go through, talk about these sets, then I'll do the comparison between all three of the trapper gear, the NTC stuff, and the jaunty stuff. So there's pretty much only 2 more full sets of gear that you can get before you head to the watch. The NTC stuff, the NTTC stuff, the NTTC stuff, the NTTC gear, and the jaunty set. If you were lucky enough to get some of the Twitch drops, you'll have the purple kind of side set. This stuff is pretty OP. In fact, it was a kind of a little bit... In fact, it was a little bit cheesy for a lot of people, as you pretty much could craft this much cheaper and quicker than unlocking some of the other sets. Right, now I've got to remember where the NTC stuff is. It's provisional realm, right? Or is it the hunt ones? Forest provisioner. Desert provisioner? I'll do this in now and I'll throw it in later. There are a few other pieces of clothing that don't really belong to a set or not until later, but they can be pretty good. If you head to the Desert Provisioner Essence Trader, you can pick up the Intrepid shirt and the Explorer crop breeches. Oh, that's good. I can use that as the... I'll cut out the outline of the card underneath my face, showing the item, because not every item has it like that. It's a nice big picture. You're still getting Wooden Provisional Realm power, even with 45 gear. Oh no, keep moving. Moving forward. Yeah, Forest Herbarium. That's it. You get the you get a bundle of hats. So weirdly, some of the clothing is split across different realms. You can get a collection of NTTC hats. No, that's just the bundle. That is the bundle. It's so infuriating since this update. It doesn't show now when looking at the trader what's actually in the bundle. That is the full bundle, right? Or is that just the hat bundle? Yeah, no, because the bundle's at the thing. So you'll get a selection of NTTC hats here at the Forest Herbarium, but you also get access to the bowler hat. If you want the full NTTC clothing, you then have to head over to the Herbarium. No, which one was it? Swamp Herbarium? Where you can buy the bundle at the Swamp Essence Trader. Yes, that makes sense. That makes sense. And then the jaunty stuff was like the last one of the hunt. Or was it Gloom? Jaunty bundle. If you want the jaunty set, which looks kind of similar to the Twitch set, then you need to head over to the Forest Hunt Essence Trader to buy that bundle. Take a picture of that as well. And that's it really. They're the only sets you can buy before the watch. These are pretty much the only sets that you can get before the watch. Okay, so I've put the trapper gear on. I've kind of got to show the trapper gear because it is a level 41. So now we've got to do the comparisons. Yes, I'm wearing it all. We'll look at the actual stats and that will give me a headline of what I'm saying they're good for. Trapper's backpack. And we'll take the weathered hat. The weathered hat's really bad. No. The simple head wrap's the better one for the trapper gear to be wearing. This bit I'll probably do in post because I'm going to be talking about the stats and stuff. So I'll take a picture of it and I'll use that screenshot to show the trapper stats. That's what I've got with the baseline. What is giving me 110 resistance, injury resistance? What is that about? I'm going to unequip that. No, it's only 10%. You start with 100% resistance and then something's giving it 10% increase. Yeah, there you go. It's the coat. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Daniel, how many total hours in the game? I've got 110 hours, I think, now in the main part, and I've got 75 in the preview version, which was like for 2 weeks beforehand. Yeah, so I really need to show a different armor set now and the differences between them. So we'll go with just the derby hat. Yes, so the NCC derby hat doesn't have magic on it. So I've got to put that point in now as well. Blah, 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 blah. I'll come to the comparison in a minute. When you take a look at the NTTC stuff, you might realise that between the two hats, there are some big differences. As I said earlier, some items don't necessarily have the buffs that you expect. But the flat cap is... No, it doesn't. The flat cap's got no magic power. But that's because I crafted it with no magic power. So if I find a resource now... Hang on. Remember, this is all going to get cut together. I've got to find something to make a hat now. And actually put magic power attribute on it to really reinforce that you should go to the extra effort, I presume. So refined fibers and felt. Okay. Refined fibers and felt. Do any of them give magic? Is there a way to get fiber that's got magic power on it? Maybe not. Yes, there we go. Tier 3 desert fiber. Tier 2 desert, so desert stuff. Kind of want to use this spore to see what it does. I've heard you can use meat. Yes, you can, Matthew. You make the fibers out of it, and then you can make that into the refined stuff. So that's a good one as well, yeah. So like the fabled Achilles deer here. But I'll use some of the desert stuff for now. Actually, no, yeah, no, I will. Let's use that if we can. I've got loads of stuff to do, Neon. I've not even looked at building. I've not looked at charms yet, like properly, like all the different ones. The infusions, sorry. Charms I have looked at. Infusions I haven't. No, spells I looked at. But charms and infusions I've not looked at yet. In terms of guides and min-maxing to get the best versions. I'm not making the best gear yet, so it doesn't matter. I've just got to show that the flat cap, you could use felt and refined fibre. Okay, so if I just make it out of that. I'll use some of my tier 2. Blah, 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 blah. So the hat that I first made had 0 magic on it. That's because I use basic resources that didn't have the magic power. But now if I use plant fibre here from desert, you can see it does give Magic. Yeah, I can't wait. I'm going to get excited about making specific huts. I've been loving this base. Chicky built this for me, and I kind of love it still. It is just like the perfect setup to have my crafting, especially for videos. But I do want to get to the stage where I'm building like nice little bases everywhere, or you know, maybe separate rooms made out of stuff. Show some new stuff. Boom, 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 boom. Right, don't get twisted, Jade. Felt. Felt is made at the thingy. Yes, I can use the hide. I'm just seeing if anything's got magic on it straight away to use, rather than me having to make the other stuff. Yes, Canute meat does. Yeah, the Canute meat does. Yep. Okay, so I'll just use that for now. I've got enough of it. Blah, blah, blah. So there I can insert this as well. I'll probably end up doing another voiceover for this bit, because I feel like I've kind of lost the plot a little bit with some of it. Felt first. Felt. No, felt. How stacking the tucks works, Warlord James? I don't understand the question, my friend. Come on. I'm doing a build now in Swamp out of the Pagoda. It's a nice material. It is the Kalurian set. That's the highest set you can make for backpack at the moment. There's only like 4. I'm pretty sure. And definitely make charms that have got extra weight carry on it. Ooh. Not I keep calling them charms. They're not charms. They're infusions. There you go. Gossamite infusion. Super simple. Get 20% reduction with tier 2. I'm guessing it's 30% with tier 3. Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do some base tours. I think next week I'll start doing them. I'll choose a day though, rather than just doing like ad hoc. Join Discord, send me some pics. The trunks. Yes, I am. There we go. You can stack these on top of each other, but they have to go the other way. So if you've got a whole run like that on the bottom, you can then go ahead and place some these facing this way on top. But I just wanted it just looked nicer and neater to have it like that. Yeah, the building, it's kind of realistic, right? You need the supports, where a lot of games you can have a bit more leeway to put a ceiling or vaulted ceiling without needing supports. Right. Don't get distracted. It's only increased it by 0.1%. Oof. See, this feels broken. This is why I feel like this needs re-evaluating. To most people, you're thinking you're going to get, like, it undermines the whole video. I've got magic power here. It says it's going to apply 5%. I've got Carnute felt here. It says it's going to apply 25%. Yet, it's only going to add 0.1% magic. That seems busted. I mean, looking at these hats, the flat cap is miles better than the derby hat, right? Because you get the critical, melee and ranged. But with the derby, you only get the melee. And they're using exactly the same materials as well. Yeah, the hat that I just picked out had only 5% on the NCC stuff. Let me show you. It had 0%, which is kind of rubbish. Yeah, some magic power. Look, 0%. Is that because the other stats are taking precedent? I don't know. Is it a case of magic power being, it'll increase more if it's higher up? The lower it is, the less important it is? It's like, why would you ever craft the derby hat when the flat cap is just so much better? Maybe it's a flat power bonus. It's definitely a percentage there though. I'll craft it. We'll see. I'll just craft one. So get no magic power bonus with the dashing top hat. This is unraveling my whole guide. It's the whole point. I thought you could increase and do a lot more with it. Oh. What's the point of having a stat listed if you can only increase it a tiny bit? And I'm not using like scrub gear here. But I've got to use my best gear, my best resources to get 5% of something. It might just be an issue with the stat displayed. Well, that was what was the one that had more magic on it? There was something that had. Let me look at the stats again. The items. No. So NTC boots. The magic power is the second thing listed versus melee being the second thing listed. Because that's a bit quicker and easier. But again, it should fucking explain that. It should show you some way. So the NCC boots are... Boots... No, not craftable. What am I missing? Threaded guts. Okay. Thread... There we go. Magic power 30. Grendel. And then I'll grab some fabled toes ones. 30%. Oof. I'm using some of the best magic power you can get in the game. But it's still only doing it at 1.6. Maybe they want people to buy into the fact to use charms and stuff to increase your magic power. And so you would apply that to the item. Maybe magic power is a bit like melee speed, movement speed. They don't want it to be overpowered. But it's not doing, it's like when you see 5 and 10 and 20 and 30%, and then it turns out you might only get one, you're only going to get 6%. Anyway, I'm going to do it. I'm going to craft what we said we was going to craft, and we'll just see. So the flat cap. Supposedly only 0.1%. The upgrade makes a big difference. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe that's what you can get to once you've upgraded it fully. But for my video, where I'm trying to say, invest in it, buy into this, take the time to resource the gear. It's just, you need that sign from the game to say, yeah, you're doing the right thing. Okay. I've got 2 flat cap hats now. Has it put it on me already? Magic power 0.1. That way if you use tier 5 materials, yeah, do you think that's the case? It's capped on because it's a lower item. We can test that out. I'll craft something else in a minute. We'll do the boots as well. So I've already got 1% on boots. You can only increase it to 6. 1.6. Okay. So with the caps, here we go. So if you use the most basic resources to go ahead and make an NTTC flat cap, you would expect maybe the magic power to be a bit more. Obviously it's set at 0, but that's because any of the resources I used, none of them transferred magic. Sadly though, when you do go ahead and use magic resources, like the Canute stuff gives magic benefits, you can see it's only increased it by 0.1. I have adjusted and given myself an equipment boost. It's up to level 52. But none of the other stats have improved. Melee, range and critical is still 10%. The maximum health is only increased slightly. And the other attributes are all the same. Yeah, this is shit. This is starting to unravel how bad the upgrade system is for min-maxers. At low level anyway. Modifiers that are magic is applying the percentage to the base value. Right, okay. So if I put this on, well, I've got no magic value at the moment. Hang on, let me equip a weapon that has got magic on it. Would be fucking helpful this updated. I'm getting slightly annoyed now. I am. Right. So 110. 110. 1. It's not amplifying enough. Same with the boots then. 1.6 versus 1. Do you know what I mean? It feels just, it's too weak. Whether or not it's maybe not reflected enough, maybe it is doing better. Okay, so let's craft much better gear then, if we can. So let's take a look at the hat. But yeah, because it's got much better items. Cloth and thread. Okay, let's get some cloth and thread going. From that one. Rounding error, maybe. Magic 1v2 items. That plus 30% would be 1.6. Yeah, well, I don't want it to be like I've got, you know, in my head 10 things Nightingale needs for sure. That's the video I've been planning for a while. But when you're making a guide like this, where you're trying to just decipher the best armor at each stage to upgrade or get hold of, like maybe it's right, maybe you've only just got to focus on the gear level and not so much about the side things. But I don't know. That's the whole point of this fucking game, is the min-maxing. That's a selling point, to compensate for the overcomplicated crafting. So if you can't see immediate bonuses to doing it, it makes it fall apart a little bit. I know bound leather hasn't got any magic, and it's about the cloth as well. So let me make some cloth. Yeah, hopefully, yeah. There'll be things that'll improve on. Like, see, it works just like guns. It works perfectly. You know what you're getting with guns. You make a melee weapon or a gun, you know you're getting the melee damage transferred over to it. You're boosting it, whatever. Even not juicing stuff. But with clothing, it seems to be a little bit more higgledy. Roxy, yes, the colours are changing now. Its base will increase. All right, we'll try that in a minute, Mike. Cloth and thread. Why am I fucking not... Did I not just make a bunch of cloth and thread? Am I mad? No, not forest stuff. Desert. Thread and some cloth. Because it needs thread, that's why. Trouble is, I ain't got loads of tier 2 and 1 essence to like upgrade and show a lot of this stuff. Probably would have been better also if I had put the recipe on. So I just need 2 bits of cloth, 1 more bit of cloth. Labourist hat, has that got magic power? Okay, it's a bit better. So it is seemingly at low levels your magic power is not going to be great with gear. It's when you get to the higher levels you can make more of an impact. Although you're still not maybe going to be transferring as much as you think. Fred. Tiny, hello mate. Craft 2, I'll upgrade one of them. Yeah, we've got that, Mike. That's what I've crafted 2 of that, so we'll do that in a second. Oh, I've gone really hungry all of a sudden, people. You know, like where your stomach feels lightheaded, and my head feels lightheaded. So even though I'm using quite powerful magic stuff, well, 40% here, supposedly, that's only equaling 0.4 with the hat. So it must be the ingots doing heavy lifting there. Yeah. So that means there are still some items it's still worth putting your best resources into to get more magic power out of. Forest Sea, I'm sorry. I know, but I'm trying to show like the min-maxing. There's different ways to play. That's what I want in a video, right? I want to show that you can be like a melee build. You can be a sharpshooter. You can be a crit hit. You can be a magic user. But yes, I'm going to craft it anyway, and I'll shut the fuck up. So 0.4 versus 0.10. Okay, yes, let's do that. Let's see if I can upgrade both of them just to see what they look like. So I'm giving myself a 0.1% percentage on magic power when it had 0. Okay. And it's still only increasing it by what? No, it's fucked. Yeah, I suppose, yeah. But it's not helping with my video. My video was meant to be showcasing the best gear, but also not just saying go to the watch and buy this one. It's like at what level can you be a melee build? I guess maybe I'll have to actually focus on that another time. It will be how to get the best magic build, how to get the best sharpshooter build, and I have to take more time with the cards and stuff. But it's not encouraging. It's not like just feedback for the game. It's not encouraging to me at lower level trying to be more of a class or specific build. Otherwise everyone's just going to roll around with just making the best weapon they can get and not really investing too much in the clothing. Not yet anyway. And hello, Honeybay. Welcome. That would be cool, Matthew, if you could do that. Make items have that like elemental effects. What if I where's the 2 boots that I've got? So we've got tier 1 bug, magic power 1, magic power 1 6. How much does that increase it by? Okay, so that increased it by 8%. No, just them ones. Tier 1. Yeah, 8%. Okay. Now the ones that have got 1.6, 2.9. Okay. So this is what I'm finding out then. There are still, within the clothing items that you've got, hat, gloves, it does look like it would be better to go ahead and invest some of them resources in boots more, because they seem to have more of a magic power inbuilt than some of the other stuff. Yeah? Does that make sense? Is it down to the augments you have on your crafting stations? Maybe. I've got like the magic ones though. I've got like quite a few magic benches. Where's station traits? There it is. Oh, why have they changed that? Encumbrance, clothing. Okay, maybe, yeah, maybe. Encumbrance plus. So what item gives you magic? Let's take a look at the augments. Hello everyone, I was in the middle of doing a video. I did it live. I'm trying to show the best gear in the game. Or just talking about the gear as you go through the progression path. And just coming to a little bit of a standstill talking about how some things don't seem to really make much of a difference. So what is the trick to boosting that? What resources you use on what types of gear? That kind of shizzle. I do need to eat as well in game and real life. And I do need to sleep. Sleep in my doggy bed, where I belong. Hello, you started playing games, cool game? Oh, nice. Gaming with Debbie. But yeah, you're right, Ponder. Some of the realm cards give better durability when you're crafting. That's another trick. I don't know if some of the cards give more magic power though. Rods! Hello, son. What you doing? Again, there's nothing to show that it's going to give me the buff. You don't see it until you pop it down, right? Cling on to a game for dear life. Was that little message you got from the trader? Was that the thing you talk to me about? Need to catch up, man. We need to catch up. So yeah, what I've got to move everything now and just fuck about with all the augments, trying to get them showing up what they actually do. Maybe it's better if I place them. No, doesn't show any of the bonuses that they give. Oh, it's annoying. It is annoying. Because not all augmentations do that bonus. Only some of them do. So if I go to another crafting bench, let's go to like the cooking one. Maybe that's got a bit more. It's got 4 slots. Let's take a look at the station traits. Crafted items have Fed Time Plus. That's it. Upgrade station's got nothing on it. What about the workstation here? Craft items have durability plus. Yeah, there's nothing really from magic. I'm sure there's nothing that boosts magic score as much. Or maybe there is, I don't know. Now I'm getting lost trying to work out how to rescue this video. I've got to get something out today. And I've not looked at any of the arm sets. So maybe I'll just switch it to just like, here's every set. Here's their strengths compared to each other. Maybe I'm going too deep with it. These are the problems you face when you're making a video. So the first part's good though. I've explained what should happen. Maybe I just need to adjust it and say as you get higher, certain items will see more benefits from min-maxing than others. Lower items aren't going to get that much because they're lower capped. I think that's a fair assumption to make. So let's just start putting the gear all on. For a start, I've got the trapper gear on, have I? No, I've mixed everything up now. Okay. So the trapper gear doesn't come with its own hat. Instead though, you will probably have to use either something like the simple head wrap, or if you've gone and managed to find some of the other more individual items that you can get before the watch, like the NCC Derby hats, like the NCC hat, like the NTTC hat. We just did it, didn't I? Fuck me. I'll voice over that later. I'll pull off that stuff. I'm doing a video live. So I've got a gear score of 138 by wearing all of... No, that's not true either. That's down to my weapon I'm holding in my hand. There we go. So you can see the big difference in how gear score won't go up if certain items are still relatively low. I've got nearly all 30 or plus 30 items here. But because of that hat not being level... No, is that true? Let's switch that over. 24. Man. So the hat is the weapon, really. Which is kind of mad. It should be the other way around. It should be your gear score makes up the bulk of your gear score. Not just the weapon. Yeah, I think you're right, Matthew. I mean, that was the plan, to be fair. But I thought at least I could say this item does come with magic power. So in theory, you should be able to upgrade the magic. But in reality, it's going to be small gains until you get to the later stages when some of this gear has. So maybe that's the byword. Okay, I'm going to dump all this stuff. We'll sleep it all through the night, maybe, so it looks lighter. Language guy. Video is fine. Watching you experiment can save people time until it's straight into mission return. Specific gear. Yeah, I will mention it. I'm not going to, like, quote it. I am just a bit disappointed. I thought I was going to get a little bit more gains out of some of this. Because even early on, you want to feel a bit of a power trip. That, you know... By going to the effort of getting just that little bit extra tier 2 fibre versus tier 1, you are improving your gear. You are getting that like specific build. Maybe it's more obvious in things like melee and stuff like that. Maybe magic, it just happens to be the one I've focused on maybe a bit too much. And that's the one that they don't want you to be overpowered in, because then you'd probably cheese through the game. But still, it's annoying. No, that's not flowers. I'm just going to leave it in there anyway. I'm going to put this in here because these were crafted with just the wrong gear on. Okay, right. Sleep again, sleep again. Let's get daytime running. I agree, Fry. Because that's the thing you have got to remember. If you're sick of repairing your weapons, you got to go and find the card to play the minor card so that you've got more durability on them. Then you've got to remember to put the charms on them. And then you've got to make sure them charms are upgraded to the best level, or the infusions. Then you're looking at maybe some resources that have durability and some items that carry durability over. Sligger, where can you get salt? It's made from pretty much any realm, I swear. Deserts, low level realm deserts. It's called Haslet, if it doesn't say salt directly on it. Desert biome herbarium. There you go, Mike Jones says. Yeah, I mean, I've been wearing literally my these gloves for ages. And I was wearing still the trapper gear till recently, a pair of boots. Okay. So what I want to say is trapper gear, I think, should be marginally okay for stealth compared to some of the others. So we'll test this out, but that's what we'll go with. Yeah, you can see some of the attributes do have green on them, and some of them don't. So what was I moving? What was I? Why haven't they taken them on board as well? Curious, curious, and curious. Salt's an okay one. Otherwise, you collect hundreds of flowers. You can make that into spice. The amount of effort you're going to spend looking though for salt, just to go and get this, just to make marinated meat, just to get your health, your meat, good level, it is good. I think it's probably not worth it unless you come across it naturally. Like some things are just not worth your time investing, going to that realm, harvesting all that gear, coming back when you could be spending time progressing in a higher realm or just making do with a bit more rubbish food. But that's each to their own. But if you do come across somewhere with loads of flowers, then obviously, yeah, pick them. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Let's think back to where I was about 45 minutes ago before I got lost. So min-max inside, blah, 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 blah. So the trapper gear, as you would expect with something like a hunter or a trapper, is going to be focused a bit more on stealth. Well, that's the idea at least anyway. It has got the movement speed. And surprisingly, a magic power associated with the tier. And it has got magic power on the boots. But there's no specific trapper headgear. So you're either going to be forced to wear either the simple head wrap, or you've maybe gone ahead to some of the other realms and managed to unlock some more of the different. Or you've managed to get some other helmets. Or you managed to get some other hats from other. Or you managed to get some other hats from later realms. God, mate, spice is like the big hot question today, Rabid Raccoon. It's in here. That's spice. Any flour or salt. 10 of them. You've only seen Janna boss once. It's meant to be roaming around the swamps, the high level swamps. But yeah, I've not come across that yet either. As well as the vault, yes, but you are meant to find the Humberbar, not Janna, but the same monster, Humberbar. You've unlocked all tier 3 and build base and got all gear sleeger. Right, so you are like just maximising getting the most food. How have you gone that far, but not found loads of salt? Okay, right. Come on. Focus, focus, focus. No more questions for me for a minute while I try and do this video. So I'll take all this now. We'll swap it all over. The NTTC gear has got a lot of more improvements, particularly the coat. We can see the resistances jump up by 5% nearly for all of them. No. Then you come on to the NTTC stuff. The coat is really good and definitely an upgrade over the trapper gear, as you get 15% for rain, heat, cold, blight and injury, compared to mostly only 10% for the trapper. Duster also has improvements for ice, fire, poison and miasma. And its max health is relatively the same, with only a 2.5% betterment on the maximum health on the trapper gear, and that probably was down to maybe the hide that I used. So this is why it might be worth. So as soon as you do, yeah. So don't maybe ignore upgrading to NTC stuff. As soon as you get there, it is definitely worth getting the jacket at least. I'm going to say it's probably worth just upgrading everything, right? Like, what's the benefit? Range damage is better. Certain items, though, will have better range damage with the trapper gear. Like gloves, it's only 1% on the NTTC gloves. But on the trapper gear, it is 5%. Doesn't really go up either. Like, yeah, once you start crafting the next one. Okay. It's trousers, 38 max health, 15 stam. So again, are we going to say across the board it might have better stam? Max stam 27. No, not really. Okay, what about stealth? I said stealth was the reason you would maybe keep the trapper gear. So the boots, trousers, and the top. So you don't have stealth on the trousers. Okay, yes, that makes it a reason why. So boots, trousers, and top. Yeah. When it comes to the other pieces and why you might upgrade to NTCC, when it comes to the other pieces and why you might not upgrade from the trapper, the NTC trousers don't actually have any stealth abilities, whereas the trappers still have that 5%. But the health regen and stamina is going to be a lot better with these. But you do lose out a little bit because you don't have the max stamina score. Well, yeah, you do, dickhead. Melee, ranged, critical hit. Another reason to keep the gloves versus maybe fully upgrading to NTTC is that you get the... that's only 1% critical damage, but I suppose that's enough. Although it's small, you do also get critical damage with the Trapper's Gloves versus the NTTC. These are marginal and small gains, but depending on what you use, you should be able to boost them a little bit with the low-end gear. Your port pistol has 1530. That seems pretty good. Oh, we desperately need a comparison one. We just need a quick and easy comparison chart. I'm going to take it all off. And we'll put all just the NCC stuff on. And did I not just put the coat on? Backpack. Where's my backpack? So that's the percentages it's gone up by now. Wearing just all NTTC stuff. What does the NTTC stand for? I'm going to take a picture and just use the stats. I'm probably going to talk over this myself in the video more. So the backpack's the main one, maybe to compare differences. Get maximum health 36, 25 for the Trapper, 10% blocking efficiency versus 5. But that's it. You don't have any stealth, no movement speed. So if you want to go faster and move around slightly a bit more, then the Trapper's pack is better. Okay, so that's reinforcing stealth. It's really good for stealth. How much weight does it give? That's the main thing though, right? So it gives about 25, 30, about 30 extra weight, nearly. 28 extra weight. So, if you favour carrying more, use the NTTC pack. If you like being still a little bit more quicker and a bit more stealthy, carry on using the Trapper's pack. You're struggling to get tier 5 fibre. Have you tried using the regrowth spell to see if that works? Finding a patch instead of having to go around everywhere. So what we're saying, NTC is good for just general all-round and resistances. So now we've got to compare it to the Jaunty pack. Why would you use the Jaunty stuff? So the tailed coat jacket has got pretty similar resistances, I do believe. Or is that counted as a top? I think that's counted as a top, you know. No, it's a coat. It is a coat. Alright, I'm going to take it all. So you get a slight extra buff in cold resistance, but that's it. No, yeah, it doesn't have nowhere near the same level resistances. So why would you ever use the Jaunty set? Berserk, I might have got that wrong. I thought it was a new piece of clothing. I think it might have just been updating an NPC with the right textures. And I just didn't remember the name of that NPC because, yeah, I was debating that last night. I was looking around. Yeah, so the jacket is poor. The jaunty one, at least. I can't see any reason why you'd craft it. What about some of the other jaunty stuff? Stirrup boots, we know they haven't got the movement speed. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't get a nice picture wearing my actual NCC gear. Get out in the desert. I've got green wellies. There we go. Maybe I should do some aerial shots as well. Some circular ones. I'm basically recording. I'm doing my video live, everyone. So this will be edited later. And then we'll switch over quickly. And we'll put the other NCC stuff on. Is that it? It's just one hat, right? The bowl hat's not technically an NCC hat. Or you can have the slightly more... No, do it the same way, Jay. Well, it depends what you use. But there's the bowl hat. Okay. Now let's put on the trapper gear one more time. Just so that I can do a walk around. I think that's good. Well, he's just going to stare at me. Yeah, Jeremy, hopefully that's going to be fixed. You're creepy, Molly. You're just creepy. Why are you staring at me, woman? Why are you standing there looking at me? Funny. That's the trapper stuff. Looks alright. Backpack's kind of odd. It's got them little holders at the bottom. Okay, that'll do. Now let's put on the jaunty set. Oh, it's the jaunty's... Oh, you can change the colour of it. Look at that. So it's not red. Someone wanted red earlier. Not earlier. Another streamer last week was trying to get red. And I was like, no, you can't dye it yet. But you can. Okay, so we can have the dashing top hat. Yes. Classic breeches. Yep. Pointed shoes. Or it's these ones, the stirrup boots. Okay, well, no, the stirrup boots feel like they're more cowboyish. They kind of do go. The colour's kind of right here. Stirrup boots just look a bit too white. They're the Twitch ones anyway. Unadorned gloves. Yeah, you're right, love. Just streaming. I'm just streaming. I haven't done anything with him, no. Alright. Telling the wife to take the dog for a walk. Okay, yeah. guess we don't have that backpack though. We'll use the that one. Your version is all red. What did you use to make it? Yeah, pretty much, Roxy. Molly, you're pissing me off, man. You're cramping my style. Just stay there. Don't you come near me, Molly. No, I'm going to use the other ones. I'm the boots. I know I'm faffing around, people, but... There we go. No, Molly! No! Molly, you're ruining my shots here. Just stand still. Okay, that'll do. Yeah, the patch is meant to have. They're meant to have the colours on, but that it wasn't there. It wasn't working for whatever reason. So it should be now. Okay, now we do the Twitch stuff, even though it's no one can get hold of it anymore. I think that is it, right? It's got the backpack, the trapper's shirt. It doesn't matter. So the shirt just hides. Just going to cut all this into a lovely little montage at the start of the video, showcasing all of the different armor sets. This is what it will be. Rory. Is that Rory Edvert, is it? Edvert? Everett? Hello? That'll do. My nice little purple get up. I've done the NCC, I've done the bowler hat. Oh, I haven't shown the bowler hat off. We'll do that in a minute. With the rest of the gear, okay. Loki, hello. How's it going, darling? Right. Just trapper gear. Oh, I didn't show the weathered hat. Ah. Simple stuff, really, yeah. Okay, that's all trapper stuff and the backpack. There we go. And now we've got the NCC stuff. And then the jaunty, put that hat in there as well. Feeling pretty tired? Yeah, you've been working? Working 9 to 5. There we go. Got that sorted. And now I've got like this weird higgledy mix of the bowler hat, the intrepid shirt, the rumple breeches, and the scout boots. Okay, let's put this all on now anyway. And scout boots. There we go. And scout boots are kind of funky, ain't gonna lie. Let's get the coat off. That's the first time I've seen her bum. The coat's been hiding it the whole time. It's terrible for us loot goblins. Why are you upset you don't get all the loot in the vaults? Go back tomorrow morning. Nice. If I get rid of you now, will you piss off? Yeah, go about your business. Okay, so this is the... Oh no, I'm going to take the stupid gloves off as well. I guess you would wear the unadorned gloves, right? But we're just trying to show the differences between them. So this is a mixed match. You get the Intrepid shirt separate for some reason. That was a bit fast. That's it. That's the right level. No, don't slow down too much. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. And there we go. Are you getting too much loot? The benefits of using the bowler hat versus just a regular hat. Like either a top hat or what did we say was the better one? Still not seen enough reasons to use the jaunty gear as well. I haven't really discussed that, but I think I'll do that in my own time because it's getting late. I just want to get these sweeping shots done now. So I am going to finish the video off later on. Okay, that's good. And then I've got the Explorer stuff. Let's take all this. Take all items. Thank you very much. The bane of a loot goblin's existence. Yeah. I'm just as bad. The Explorer stuff is really... Is it that much low level than the other stuff? Maybe not as much. Intrepid shirt. That's what I just had on a minute ago. It's very beige and green here, using the same materials. That's like the look. Explorers, 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 explorers. What about the cheaper trousers? Oh. They're cropped. Show a bit of knee, sir. Scandalous. And I'm dying. I'm dying. I need food. No! Does Explorers hit out? Well, that's what we're trying. Oh, it's been doing my braining kit. I've been trying to work out like what is the best armors. Thinking you'd be able to really min-max from early level. But it looks like there really isn't much point in the early stuff that you craft. Not for certain things anyway, like magic. Because you don't really get that much benefits from it. But yeah, we're just getting to the stage now where I'm just like doing some 360s and then covering it. Where's my axe? I heal up a bit quicker. Thank you. Oh, you want like a min-max and how to set up the augments? I did do a video taking a look at all the augments. Really, you just need to get in the habit of absolutely having a room where you've got all the augments already made and just drag them. And also separate stuff properly, actually. This is a good idea to move around and it's just about far enough that some of these corners don't interact with each other, then that way you know an augment that you plan in just for the hearth isn't interfering and taking up a slot somewhere else. So I would say, yeah, try and make distinct buildings for crafting. It's a good idea that some augments do use both. It can fit in slots of both. But you might as well just craft another augment, the same augment again, and put it somewhere else. You make the shed today for augments. Nice. Building textures. Yeah, this got the prettiest build pieces going. For sure, for sure. Right. So what is the main point of the Explorers? What am I getting out of Explorers gear? I'm guessing... Well, it's got a lot better resistance, obviously, as you'd expect, being 20 levels, 30 levels higher than the NTTC stuff. It's just an upgrade, it is. Movement speed of 2.0 on the backpack. Okay, that's good. Stealth rating. It's pretty good. In fact, the stealth, it feels like a big upgrade to the Trapper set. That's what the Explorer set feels a bit like to me. It's not great with magic power or stamina, but that's what the Trapper set did have a bit better. I had much better stamina regen. So maybe range damage and yeah, more stealth. Let's go and check out what I'm doing. This one, no. You got your new mouse. How are you feeling about your entry? Katari is a creator. People go and check her out on Twitch and YouTube. She just entered the Enshrouded build contest. Fingers crossed she wins. So that's the Calcurian stuff. And then we've got to compare it to... No, we're only really comparing it... Yeah, so that's right. The Explorer and the Calcurian, they're the same level. After that, they're much higher level gear. So really, you only want to be comparing these two together. So, I've got to come to a conclusion, though, about some of the baseline stuff. For me, it's absolutely avoid the jaunty set. The NTTC stuff is the best set for stamina, health. If you really want a bit of more stealth, then maybe stick and carry on upgrading the Trapper set. But otherwise, I would get them. Like you can't really ignore. I was wondering if you can really bypass. Because I did, like I said, I barely made some of the NTC stuff. I just kept the Trapper stuff for a while. But you can skip the jaunty. Doesn't seem to be many benefits at all with the jaunty stuff. I'm gonna have to go through individually later and look at all the gloves and say, right, that is the best glove to use. That is the best thing to use. There's some giant builds because the size and everything. No, you're right. I think they do. I think they've got the sense. Well, you'd assume so. Cozy little cabins and stuff like that. I did see someone had a dragon exploding over the walls. That looked pretty cool. Some dude with his floating islands as well. Your build's good though. I think you put the mine aspect of it and stuff. Make it like a proper estate. Okay. So, conclusion I've reached is yes. Absolutely go ahead and get the Trapper gear because it's an instant upgrade on your simple stuff. And you unlock it as soon as you get Refined Bench. So there's no excuses not to wear it. After that, I would still say it's probably just about worth getting some of the NTTC stuff, especially the backpack and the coat. for sure. Ignore the jaunty stuff. Can't see any benefit to it. Again, I'll check this later. The Intrepid shirt, the Explorer shirt, the bowler hat. Again, I'll have to have a look at them later. And then when you get to the watch, it's a straight up choice between the Kalurian and the Explorer. So let's put the Kalurian stuff on. Okay, I think that's it. All good. Let's run outside. Just calculate. Well, that's what I'm deciding, Duncan. That's what I'm deciding. Bearing in mind as well, everyone gets given the P coat. P coat? That sounds wrong. Why are you still like this? Come on. No, stop moving around. So what is the advantage of the Kalkurian? Max health versus... So it's got better max health than the Explorers. The coat isn't as good as the Explorers. The resistances are much lower. Well, 5% lower than the Explorer's jacket. The shirt, max health 54. Yeah, so overall, it seems more health for sure. Breeches, 45. Yep. Gloves, 47. Melee damage, 10 on the gloves versus... No, same, 10. Ranged... Oh, it doesn't have... Explorers doesn't have any range damage on its gloves. That's interesting. So if you're going for a more melee focused build, you want to get hold of the Kalurian gloves versus the other ones. No, there's definitely, as you can see, we've got the Kalurian and the Explorers is about the same, 74, if you use exactly the same materials. Then next after that, it jumps up to like 118. Movement speed 2%. Movement speed 5%. So you're faster wearing the Explorer, but so definitely you want to mix and match. You do not want to wear just the whole armor set being the same. Why is it doing it? Why am I on? What's going on? There we go. You're facing the wrong way. Right, 360 shot incoming. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. It's a bit too fast again. Hold up. Slow it down a bit more. Ready. That's it. That's better. Yeah, I do find I'm doing that with the augments. I'm moving stuff around left, right, and centre. Although not as much as you think. It's only usually when you need that specific recipe. And at this stage, it's not happening that much. Okay. There's no other anomalies to be wearing that are level 74. Nope. the backpacks, that's got to be a big difference. Kakurian 105 versus 115 for the explorers. Stealth rating 18, stealth rating 11. Yeah, so it is definitely explorers is more along the stealth lines, but you do get more health out of the Calcularian. Okay. You move the augment chase limits the workbench. No, because then you'll have people they will just dump all their augments in a room underneath their benches. Like, I like the idea you've got to go to a bit of effort with presentation, a little bit. I mean, you don't have to. You can just do what I was doing at one point, having all the augments just in the corner. And to an extent, I've got them here. But encouraging like pretty base building and stuff like that, that's what it does do. I mean, I know that might be not for everyone, but then you can just go ahead and place it. What it needs to do is maybe make it that some augments can't be dual use, because then you really can not worry about trying to make it so it fits in with two like crafting benches. I think I prefer that. That's just me. And then we've got the Hermetics and Druidic. So the Hermetics is definitely the better magic out of them, by looks of things. And then we just got these wriggledy pieces. But that will have to be for another video, people. And another stream, because I've got to go. I've got to go and do dishes, some chores, and then spend some time with my baby. But I'll be back at some point. I will be here tomorrow around the same time for a grounded stream. Going to chill in the afternoon, take a look at some maps people have made. And then, you never know, I might do an evening Nightingale stream if I've got nothing else going on. Otherwise, I'll be back on Saturday as well with a Valheim stream. I will be here on Twitch. If you're watching on Twitch, I will be doing this all on the one channel. Grounded on YouTube will be on my second channel, so go and check that out there. And Valheim will be here on the same YouTube channel on Saturday. So Sunday, it might be Sunday that we do vault runs in the evening, 8 o'clock. You want to come join us, do vault runs, you can do. We're doing them on extreme, we get the most essence, see how things go now. So come and join us. So yeah, I'll see you later, peoples, I reckons. Let's see if anyone's streaming. I've not got that many people with me. If anyone's got Nightingale, let's see if we can raid them. Miss Vadams is streaming. Let's go and raid her. If you haven't left already. Raid.
I can hear it.
Ooh. Raid.
Can't see it.
Miss Adams.
Okay, we need to get up there.
There we go.
There.
See you later. Very soon, people. Bye.
Let's have a look.